Well, hello guys, this is your girl Diva Fashionista, and this is going to be sort of a touchy subject. I've contemplated making this video for about 2 weeks. So, for a time now, I've been seeing people complain. I've even made I made a rant video about the current state of YouTube. I made a rant video about how, I lost my monetization, and I really didn't feel like the video was well received, but I was like, okay, maybe this is just my opinion, which is fine, and I kind of like moved on. And I had to really just have a talk, with myself. Really had to just contemplate whether or not YouTube was something I wanted to do. And after I thought about the pros and the cons, I really sat down and just really kept it real with myself. It was like, yeah, I like it. Like, I love doing YouTube, and I've been very transparent in the past and going forward that I would love to be a big YouTuber. If that's not my journey, if not that's what's not for me, then that is fine. I'm fine with it. I'm okay with it, which is why I still make videos, and if it is to happen for me, then okay. But there's one thing about me, is just my integrity. There's just one way I want to carry myself, the way I want to be seen, and I want to continue to do so. I don't want to compromise in my personal life or in my professional life. I wouldn't want to compromise who I am and how I am for whatever the end result may be. So I do feel like, because I have and I am like that I could have gotten farther, or I could be farther than I am. But I do appreciate my audience. I do appreciate who take the time to click onto my videos, leave a comment, or like, or just, even if they don't even say anything, if they watch and they keep it moving, that's fine with me. I've always been okay with that. But I'm just now like, I'm starting to get to a point where you're watching other people and you're seeing them and they're not okay, and you see them doing better than you are, and you're like, you're not grateful for where you are. And even when I'm watching, I've seen several rant videos over these last 2 weeks, which is kind of what prompted it, even though I was already thinking about it, which is kind of what prompted me to make this video. Because I see people kind of complain in videos, and it's like, oh, my views are, everyone's been complaining. Apparently everybody's views are down. Everybody's views are down, and everyone's blaming this thing called algorithm. But I do think it has a part to do with it, and I'm going to tread lightly here. At certain points, I am going to go in this video. I hope to keep it nice and short and cute, but I want to leave certain names out unless I have something positive to say. And I do want to tread lightly when it comes to YouTube, because I'm in good standing. Even though I don't have my monetization, I am in good standing. I want to stay that way. I don't want to get anything flagged or up for review. But I do think money has something to do with the reason why people's views are down, or why things are not being suggested as people are saying, or people are not getting notifications. I think YouTube ain't trying to cut them checks like they used to. It was getting out of hand. Everybody's making a pretty coin off of YouTube, and I think YouTube was like, oh, hold on, we need to keep some of this money up here, and not so much of it just trickling down and just flying out the door. I do think that has a lot to do with why we did the 10K threshold before, and then now it went up to 4K hours watched and 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's a lot. Like, that's never been a requirement, at least from the time I've been doing YouTube. It hasn't been a requirement, but it now is. So I do think that's a reason why views are down. But I think the main reason people's views are down is because times change. Everything has a season. Everything has a reason. People are not into the same things. People are not coming to YouTube for the same things. The entertainment value of YouTube has gone up. Its stock has gone up. You come because you want to learn how to do hair, or whatever the case may be. The times and the trends have changed. People are now into some weird things that I just can't get jiggy with. I'm sorry. I cannot get jiggy with it. I don't understand some of the things that's out there, but I don't knock it either. Some of that stuff is not for me. I feel like I'm just not going to compromise. Views are not as important for me to be out here being crazy or doing pranks, or whatever that these young kids are into now. I don't know. It's not my thing. I'm not into the clickbait. I'm not into spamming. I'm not in for the sub for the sub. Like, I'm just not into that. But I'm not knocking anyone that does it. Just telling you, like, this is the current state of YouTube. This is what people like. People like to watch people eat. People like to watch people do things that's soothing for their. Hey, whatever floats your boat, I'm not knocking it, but that's just what it is. But is there room for people who don't do that? Yes, there is. Yes, there is room. There is room for you to be who you are and stay true to who you are and what your vision of your channel is. And this is where I want to say, dear big YouTuber, listen up, right? I'm watching people complain about how many views they have because the X amount, whatever it says by the subscription box, is not who's watching the video. And that's one thing that I know as a small YouTuber. This is something I call a core audience. Your core audience is your group of subscribers that's going to watch no matter what you post when you post. You can rely on this group of people to watch the video. These are your loyal supporters. These is your core audience. I have a core audience of about, I would used to say 30, but I can honestly say I have a core audience of about 45. Most of my videos are at least 45 views. Those are my core audience. I love y'all. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. You guys are much appreciated. Some people have larger core audience. For me to watch a video and someone is complaining about a video only reaching 10K, and I want to understand you may have a video that's at 1 million. I understand you have videos that are at 100,000 or better. But if you post a video at any given time or any given day and you can guarantee 10K views and you're mad about that, I don't get it. It sounds ungrateful. No matter how much you say, oh no, I'm not trying to be ungrateful, I appreciate it. It's ungrateful. That is your core audience. That's how this thing works. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to post more videos. That's just what it is. You can't be lazy. You can't have the lazy approach to YouTube anymore, because a lot of the OG YouTubers that I watch, that I've been watching for years, will post a video a week, once a month, when they feel like it, when the new Fendi purse comes out, when the car payment is due, when they decide, oh, they want to go on vacation, oh, the coins are getting a little low, let me post a video. And so then all 200,000 other subscribers go sit down and watch it and then some, and it's like, whoo, got that check, I'm out of here. No. And if you're doing YouTube the way you used to do, if you're doing YouTube the way you did it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, if you're even doing YouTube the way you did it last year, that's where you're fucking up. That's the fuck up, excuse my language. You gotta engage your audience. A lot of YouTubers, a lot of bigger YouTubers don't even engage with their audience. There's no liking of the comment. There's no commenting back. There's no thank you to the compliments. There's nothing. It's like the video goes up, it does what it does, and that's it. And we're not in that state. It's that those days are gone. Those days are gone. Because think about it. If you have these people watching your video, and this person comes to every video, and they watch, and they thumbs up, and they share every video, and they leave a comment every time, or 90% or 75% of your videos, there's a comment from this person, and they never hear anything back to you, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think? You think they're just gonna just keep coming back, and they just love you? You just the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they just gonna keep coming back and just watching, just because they should just be so enamored by you, just happy that you graced them with your presence, that they should just keep watching? I don't think so. It's not realistic, because I'm gonna tell you this. So there's YouTubers with way more subscribers who actually engage their audience. There are YouTubers. I gotta say, shout out to Jamie and Nikki. I can rely, they have 1 million subscribers, and I can rely on at least one response a month from them on their videos, and at least a like on Instagram. If I say something on Instagram or one of their pictures, somebody will like it, and I'm just like, it shows the engagement. It's the engagement. It shows that they appreciate their subscribers. You big YouTuber, another tip, you gotta have a YouTube bestie. If you don't have people that you engage with that's on your level, because I did watch, I remember years ago, a couple years back, Missy Lynn had a video. She took it down, and I didn't disagree with the video. I watched it, and I kind of just heard her perspective of things, and she probably got some backlash, which is probably why she took it down. But she was talking about, one thing she said, she was talking about shout outs and collabs. She's saying how these smaller channels ask for collabs of the bigger channel, and it's not realistic because like they're not on the same level, and there's nothing for the bigger YouTube to gain from you know, the collaboration. And I agree and disagree. I agree that like, one thing she said, and I've heard other people say, is like they got to where they got just on the strength of them working hard. And I do agree with that. I do see, like, back in the day you could just post your videos and just stay true to your craft and grow. But at the same time, there is something to be gained from shouting out or helping out a smaller channel. You know what you gain? You do, even if it's just a good deed. It's good vibes. It's just a good deed when you're helping out someone who's less fortunate, for lack of a better word. Because I know when we give back to charity, when you donate your clothes to Goodwill, when you give money to a stranger, when you volunteer, when you go to women's shelters, when you do all these type of things, what are you expecting in return? Do you do it because it's a kind or generous thing to do, or are you doing it for a return? So if you're shouting out the smaller YouTuber, if you're doing a collab with the smaller YouTuber, that's what you have to gain, doing a good deed, you know, doing something nice for someone else. We're at a state, YouTube's at a state, is that we can't do it by ourselves. You can't, it's not totally feasible to just be so self-sufficient and so in your own lane and just keeping to yourself. I think that when I see a YouTuber who doesn't associate with other YouTubers on their level or not, or better, or whatever, however you want to call it, I think when I see that, it makes them more relatable. And I think it makes you, the YouTuber, big YouTuber, more relatable to your audience when you do associate with other people, when you do hang out with others, when you have a YouTube bestie. So that's a word of advice. If you're posting your videos and you go home to yourself with your man, with your puppy, or whoever, you know, with all your Louboutins and all your YSL and Versace and Louis, and you just sit there and you're happy and you're fine, go ahead. But if you're watching your views decline and you're watching your engagement decline and you're like, what's going on? You are not relatable. Sorry, that's what it is. You're not relatable. I side-eye, even if it's my homegirl at work, I am side-eyeing this chick if she don't come into the break room and sit with everybody else. If she don't have even her work bestie, if you don't even have a work bestie, the girl that you can't wait till she get there to work so you can whisper in your ear about her ear about your weekend, I'm side-eyeing you. There's something wrong with you if you don't have someone that you associate with. It's just something right there, you know. So if you want to grow, you want to see your views, and you want to see everybody, you gotta have that YouTube bestie. I'm just sorry, it's just at least my opinion. I think it's fact though. You know, I watched someone who wants 1 million subscribers. I'm not going to say a name, but they want 1 million subscribers. They don't associate with nobody. I even watched the video back in the day where they was like, they don't even watch YouTube videos. So if you don't even watch YouTube videos, you don't know the trends, you're not supporting anyone. You want the same support that you're not willing to give to someone else. I think that's crazy. It's totally crazy. Why should I support you when you support no one else? Not saying come watch my little old channel, but damn, like, you don't watch nobody? You're not inspired by anybody? You're not liking the content that someone else is putting out at all? You just post your video and go home and that's it? Like, that's it? I think that's totally crazy. So, again, support. I think we're in the day and age where we gotta support. We gotta help each other. And it was so crazy because if you look at my rant video, that's one of the things I said. It's like, now, but these people that are at the 100,000 mark and now they're struggling. You're struggling at the 100,000 mark, and we all the way down here 1,000, couple thousand, under 1,000. We're struggling, and there was no sympathy. There was no sympathy. There was no, okay, what can I do? What can I do for these smaller channels? There was not, and if someone did it, feel free to put it down below, because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to head right over to their channel and subscribe if I'm not already. If somebody started saying, let me shout these smaller channels out, let me have a feature on my channel, and I remember, I'm going to put her out here because she did make a rant video, and I was kind of looking at her crazy. Tootsie Time, Diana made a video this week, and her video came up, and I was watching it, and I was just like, you mad about 20 cases? That's a lot of viewers. That's a lot of viewers. And if she was just really upset, I'm not taking away from her opinion. I'm not taking away from her feelings. I'm not saying that they're not valid. But I just was like, okay. And it kind of made me want to make, one of the reasons why I wanted to make a video on my own. But what I will give her credit for was that she did feature channel. I don't see that now, but she did. There was a good time when she really put channels. Every video there was a featured channel, and I think that's what we need to get to. And if you, what you have to gain is putting out there to the audience that you are a kind person. I think I liked seeing that as a subscriber, as a viewer. I liked seeing that from her. I liked it, you know. And at that time, I didn't ask to be featured. I'm not that girl. I didn't ask to be featured. I didn't ask for anything. I didn't send it in, because I think that's how she was doing it. It was like, you send it in, email her, and I didn't ask. That's not what I wanted, you know. But I do think that we should help out. If you've gotten to a certain point, you should reach back. And vice versa. So the ones up here with the millions should be reaching back. The ones with the 100,000 should be reaching back. The ones with the tens of thousands should be reaching back, because that's where we at. And if you have an audience, no matter how big, how small, appreciate your audience. You have to. You have to appreciate your audience. And another thing I just want to say, and that's probably my last point, is stay true to who you are. If your content is good, if you're hardworking, it's going to show. People are going to watch. If you're phoning it in, people can feel that, and they're not going to relate to that type of material. That's why I also say go back into your comment box, because I see a lot where people are asking or commenting, or they're asking for certain types of videos, and they're being totally ignored. I honestly think trolls are confused fans. I watch people turn into trolls. I watch them post every picture on Instagram, every video. I love you, you're great, you're my favorite, I love you, I love you, I love you. And they go so long with no response that I love you, I love you, I love you turns into, damn bitch, you can't blend. Oh, you're so rude. Oh, you get me sick. But there's been so many I love you, I love you, I love you. How many times have they commented I love you before they turn into, oh, I can't stand you, or something shady they comment. And watch this person that haven't responded to any of their comments before, all of a sudden get Twitter fingers, and it's like now you mad. Now you see them. Now you see them. But when they were saying I love you, nothing. They got nothing. So I do feel like go into your comment box, read your comments, develop a thick skin, because there's going to be ones in there telling you you're ugly, you ain't got no talent, so and so is way better than you. You know, there's going to be those comments. You need to just kind of be able to brush those off. Go in there and get the video suggestions. Do requests. Cater to your fans. If you have these fans that are here and they're appreciating your content and they appreciate you, cater to them. Make them feel loved. Make them feel welcome. Do giveaways. Do something to make your core fan base solid, solidified, you know, and that it'll continue to grow and it'll stay what you want it to be. Your number is, just realize that nobody, unless it's a viral video, unless the video goes viral, nobody's amount of subscribers watches every single video. Nobody does. And I said that in a prior video. You don't even know if their internet is on right now. You know, they might have had to downsize. They might not be able to watch YouTube right now because they had to get rid of the internet. But when they get it back, their subscription is still intact. When they get it back, they're gonna binge watch all your videos. But that's if you show them gratitude. If you show them that you appreciate them for being there. Just be kind. Like, if you can say that you post your videos and you're kind, you're considerate, you're positive, you're upbeat, you know, you're giving, and you seem like you want to be here, it seems like this is something that you love to do. If you can say that you do. I just saw Patrick Star and Nikki Tutorial collab. They did a video together. homegirl got 9 and he got about 3 million. Should she say I'm not doing it because he's not on my level? No, you know, I mean, Patrick is very successful. I'm not saying it, but that's kind of the mentality that I've seen people have. Like, oh, this one's not on my level, I'm not doing it. No, vibe with who you vibe with, collab with who you vibe with, help people out. I just think that that's just the way that we need to go. It's an open dialogue. It's okay to have a open dialogue. It's okay to disagree with me. That's fine. The likes will be on. The comment section will be free and open and no cover charge. So go ahead and say what you have to say. But like I said, just keep it respectful. Yeah, this is just my 2 cents, you know, however unsolicited. But I just think that this is the current state of YouTube. And I think, like, if you like doing YouTube, do it. If you don't like doing YouTube, there's my other point. And I said it before, so I hope I'm not being too repetitive. If you don't like doing YouTube, but you do it and you've made a profit and it's become a job, create your exit plan. Start creating your exit plan, because everything doesn't last forever. YouTube could have been hot right now. You could have been hot right now. You might be played out. That might just be what it is. So if you're played out, if your people ain't checking for you the way they used to, make sure you did something with the money that you made, or that you're doing something with the money that you continue to make. Whether you invest that money, whether you've been squirreling. I hope you've been squirreling some of it away. I hope you haven't been blowing it all at Louis Vuitton, because I see some of y'all stunting. So I hope you've been saving. I hope you started a business. I hope you got some type of certification, because that was one of those well-kept secrets back in the day, that people would come on here and start doing hair reviews and sneakily go off and go get licensed as a beautician and just never tell anybody. But it's smart, because if this person stops doing YouTube today and tomorrow, they're a licensed beautician. They could always open their own shop if they haven't already. They could always do hair, go work at someone else's shop. They could always sell their wigs. It's so much that you can do once you have that certification. So go get some type of certification. You have a passion, go get licensed. Go do something, get an education. Do something with that money while you don't have to punch somebody's clock, so that if your time is up, if your season is over, you can go about your business comfortably. You can comfortably say, I'm done with YouTube. I could leave it alone. I could leave it to these little young chicks doing their thing, and you can do it comfortably. So please make your exit plan. If this ain't doing what it used to do for you, start stacking them chips if you haven't already. Get you a business manager, get you a financial manager, somebody that you could go over your portfolio. You better have a portfolio. If you're making hundreds of $1,000s off of YouTube, or racks and racks and racks over YouTube, you better have a portfolio. Please, honey, if you don't listen to nothing, if you don't give a damn about anything else I said prior to this, then you need to do that. Make sure you're getting your paper, even if the paper is slowing down, that you're making your paper last the long run. And on that note, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one later.